What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? One-Eyed United guy back with you for episode number 5 in the Manchester United career mode. It is November 9th. We are heading into the last month and a half of the first half of the season, getting ready to head into the winter transfer window. We do have a few things coming up here. Let's go ahead and first of all look at our schedule, see where we are at in the table, all that good jazz. So as you can see, it shows us sitting in 6th place in the UEFA Conference League spots. Not quite where we want to be, but it is better than where we are in real life because fucking United sucks. So yeah, there's that. So, looks like, as I said, we are sitting level with Spurs, but Spurs are ahead of us on goal difference alone. So that is why they are in the Europa League and we are sitting in the Conference League spots. But with our next match going up against Everton, who are sitting in 19th position, 10th position, it does show us being able to possibly make ground up against Spurs and also on City as well. So we could very easily end up in a top 4 spot within the next 2 games. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and also look at the rest of our calendar for what we are going to see this episode. We are going to have a home match against Everton, an away match against Crystal Palace. Then we will go into December where we will see West Ham, Wolves, Bournemouth, excuse me about that, Aston Villa, Newcastle, and finish the month off against Wolves at home. Now, we will not play every single game in these month and a half, but we will play at least a couple, and we will simulate until the end of the month so we can see what we can do with the transfer window. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and look and see. We got a couple of emails from the board, and our assistant manager, Tyrell Malacia, has been sold. He will be going to RB Leipzig in January, effective on the 1st. So we did get him. We wish him luck. Appreciate him. Deuces. Mount's developmental schedule. Writing to let us know the base Mount has been developing well. We are satisfied that he has reached physical and technical levels expected of him. Well, that's really good, but I'm still going to sell him because he is injury prone. He's not a United player, and I'm just wanting somebody different. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and fast forward a few days. We'll see what comes up here. I do show that we have a couple updated scout reports, but not really too concerned about that at the moment. However, I do see a message from Tom Heaton probably saying, I want to play or I'm going to the retirement home. Let's see what he says. Oh, I know you'll have your reasons for transfer listing me, but I have to tell you, I've really enjoyed my time here. You've been enjoying sitting on your ass getting a paycheck. Boy, who wouldn't, right? But you're dead weight. You need to go. Sayonara. It's business. Plain and simple. Hit the bricks, son. All right. Now, we will go ahead and fast forward a couple more days. We are now less than 10 days away from our matchup against Everton. An offer has been received for Tom Heaton right off the get-go. Looks like it is FC Metal Globus Bruschetti. I've never heard of this team, but they're offering $320,000. He can get up to $450,000. I'm just going to go ahead and accept it because I just want the money and I want the room in my roster for him to go away. So, deuces. Accept the transfer, Heaton. Don't be a peckerhead. So, with that bearing in mind, let's go and look at those updated scout reports. One from Germany, Spain, and England. Let's see who they are suggesting. First off is the German scout report here. Not seeing any. Well, okay, there's somebody that I may look into as a possible squad player. Gio Reyna, American right mid, center mid, left mid, right wing. He has had time in a lot of different teams, including Borussia Dortmund and including Ajax. So he is somebody that I might end up putting in my short list here. Not necessarily going to go for him, but he may be somebody to look out for. Let's see who else we got here. Fofana, Zentner, Ehrlich. Not really seeing anybody that... Well, hang on a second. There's Victor Boniface, known for his time at Leverkusen, which he is still a part of that team, but he is on loan at Werder Bremen, so we can't really do anything with him at the moment anyways. So I think we'll just keep scrolling on by and see what else we can find. Is it me, or does this Benedict Hollerback kind of look like a younger Luke Shaw with the 5 o'clock shadow? I'd kind of like to dodge that bullet if possible, but let's see what he has here. He has 86 pace, shooting 76, dribbling is good, defending sucks, but he's, a forward, so that's fine. Physical is okay. Let's go ahead and look at some more stats here. His season so far, 3 appearances, no goals, no assists. He's a 7 match-rated individual. Not sure if I really want to go for somebody like that who does not show any kind of progression of the season so far. Yeah, not really seeing anybody in Germany that I really absolutely have to jump on and take a look at. Well, actually, hang on a minute. Patrick Weimer of Wolfsburg. Let's go and see what he's got here. He has 83 pace. Shooting could be better. Pass could be better. Dribbling's good. He could play cam, shadow striker, half winger, and playmaker roles. Speed and acceleration and agility are decent, but as a midfielder who's supposed to be an attacking midfielder, he doesn't have great finishing, doesn't have great crossing. He does have 85 potential, but he's already at a 78, so he may be hitting his peak already at 24 years of age. I'll put him on the short list just as a stopgap possibility, but I'm not necessarily going to be going for him. Let me know what you guys think about this player, if you know anything about him, if you've used him in previous saves or anything like that. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and bounce out of the German scout report. We'll hop back in here. What do we got from the Spanish report? Let's see. Effie Aikman, we already have him shortlisted. At least I'm pretty sure. No, we do not. But he's a player that I've used in a couple different saves, and he's actually quite a interesting player to have. He also has a brother of the same name, or last name at least, Ackman, who's decent enough, but he's not necessarily on the level that I absolutely want. Now, we do have a few other players here that I have been looking at. Let me go ahead and go back to them. Jesper Espria, he is 80 to 86 rated. Very good right midfielder. He's somebody that I might want to bring in as a possible backup to Mbeumo. As you can see, he has 81 pace, shooting 72, passing, etc. But he does have quite the potential. He's at a 76 now. He has an 80 to 86 potential, which is really damn good for somebody. Definitely want to go ahead and have him on my short list. Let's see. Jose Carmona, I've looked at him for a right back option because I'm not too thrilled with Diogo Dalot anymore. He seems to be falling off. And if you look at Carmona, he already is leaps and bounds beyond what Dalot has. He can also play in the right mid and right wing roles, so it is somebody that we should look at. I'm going to go ahead and shortlist him at 16 mil market value, and asking price is 22.9 or as low as 18.3. I think that'd be a hell of a statement for us to go after him. Let's see what else we got here. Julian Foyth, not Julian, Juan Foyth. Ferran Torres, obviously a lot of us know about him. Mika Marmol. This guy actually just recently signed on my ultimate team save, and I tell you what, he has actually been pretty phenomenal for being 24 years old and a left back at a minor Spanish club of, I believe it's Las Palmas. If I'm incorrect, I do apologize. But I think I'm definitely going to add him into my short list because, look at this. 81 pace, dribbling 72, defending 73, physical 74. He has a lot of potential ahead of him still. I don't think he has hit his peak quite yet. I think he might be the person that I would bring in as another left back option. And then there was one other one. I looked at this just before we started recording. Let me get down to him. It was the young individual known. It's taking a minute. Pardon me on that, guys. Cesar Terrega, 80 to 86, center back, 23 years old, Spanish. He can do 3 out of the 4 roles, which is fantastic. Jumping is really good. Strength is really good. We need somebody strong in the Premier League and in the European tournaments if we do indeed qualify for them. So once again, I am going to go and look at him. His market value is at 11. He has a 24.1 release clause, and we can actually end up possibly getting him for 14 or less. So I think he would be a really good option for the squad. So one more scout report to check out is going to be the English scout report. Now, we know a lot of these players already. You look at James Trafford. I used him in our FC 25 career mode last year for a few seasons. He was decent, but I don't know if I want to pull the trigger on him again. Obviously, he is a City player. He had made his name over at West Ham, or was it Villa? One or the other. Either way, one of the clear and blue teams, and he's made a good name for himself. So he is somebody to look at. Then you got James McAtee. He is on loan at Nottingham Forest. Or no, I'm sorry. He is actually on a permanent deal at Nottingham Forest. He is a Manchester boy. Obviously comes from the City Academy, but he is a Manchester born and bred individual. So he might be somebody that I want to bring into the fold. As I have stated multiple times, I kind of want to lean in to the Manchester ethos of local young talent coming through, not just our academy, but people that are from the area that understand the importance and the significance of Manchester United. So I would like to possibly look at him. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, we were looking at Ollie Watkins at one point for our striker role before we got Benjamin Sesko. However, I do know that I want somebody that is Premier League proven, because Sesko obviously is struggling a little bit, not just in the game, but also in real life. So I'd like to possibly look at getting somebody like Ollie Watkins or Harry Kane into the team just for that experience to help build some of our younger players out. So with that being said, that's where I'm actually going to leave the scout report as of now, because I'm not really extremely looking at anybody in particular. Oh, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Just came across this individual here. 23-year-old French central attacking midfielder Jorginho Ruder of Brighton. 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. He is a trickster, enforcer, incisive pass, ball control is good, dribbling's good. He could work on a couple other things, but at 23 years old and having an 81 to 87 potential, and he's at 78 now, he could still grow. He might be somebody that we should look at. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys know much about Ruder, I've used him in Ultimate Team last season in the FC 25 Ultimate Team. He was decent, but I don't know how he is as far as career mode goes. So if you guys have any information that you would like to share, that'd be fantastic. Now, let's go ahead and exit out of here. Let's get into some gameplay here. It is United in 6th, Everton in 12th. We are a week out from the matchup here, and we will go ahead and head on into that here in just a moment. Here we go. So it looks like throughout the week that we had in between the match, nobody did move in the table between us or Everton, so that is a good thing. I don't know where we are standing here. Let's go ahead and look. It looks like we are still sitting in 6th with Spurs ahead of us on goal difference. City is ahead of us by a point, and Chelsea by 2 points. So we do have an opportunity that if we have a good enough performance, we could possibly jump into 4th or even 3rd space if those other two teams have worse games than we do. So let's go ahead and do what we can here. We do have some options to change for Diego Leon. We'll go ahead and do that. And we also have Fredrickson, it says, so we'll go ahead and put him in. So he has his 2+2 defender role in, and he will level up again in 2 weeks. Let's go ahead and go into the match day squad and see what we can do here. So my lineup will be as follows. Sene Lemans in goal, because Bayandir is trash. Yoro, Delict, Mazraoui, and Dorgu are my back four. Fernandez, Mainu, Ahmad, and Embuemo, with Cunha and Sesko up front. Yes, we are playing the old school United 4-4-2, counter-attacking, because that is what Manchester United is known for, not this bullshit 3-5-82-73 that Ruben Amorim likes to play. And he's trash at getting our players to do that. So let's go ahead and go in. We will get into this matchup here. United versus Everton. Let's go.
A calm presence. You can see the respect he commands. It's no surprise the fans are fully behind him.
Look at that handsome son of a gun. Ooh, he's a handsome boy, isn't he?
Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford. I'm Guy Mowbray, and it's a pleasure to be joined by Stuart Robson.
You know, I do apologize. Let me make a quick pause on here because I don't mind the commentary, but they're like screaming in my ear. So let's go ahead and turn them down where we can hear them, but just very barely. That way we can hear the gameplay, etc. All right, look at that tifo of Matthias Cunha. Cunha, let's make some things happen. Let's put your name in the United history books for good things. All right, and away we roll. Here we go. Sesko and Bravo. Bruno Fernandes. Good link-up play by Dorgu. Dorgu's still looking for a pass. He passes it to Mainu. Mainu. Quick ball to Cunha. Cunha. Over to Ahmad. Ahmad getting pushed off the ball, unfortunately. Oh, almost with a deflected goal off of the kick by Jordan Pickford. That would have been one hell of an opening, wouldn't it? Wow. 3 minutes in, we've already had a little bit of action. A sketchy moment for Everton's defense. Let's see if we can continue to press them into making more mistakes like that. Ahmad. Great footwork over to Bruno. Bruno looking for Sesko. Sesko in the box to Mazraoui. Mazraoui again. Unfortunately saved by Pickford. That's right. I'm telling him, yo, look for a better angle, shoot it harder, break his nose if you have to. Spread out, and let's go again. We're going to crowd the keeper here. Bruno looking for a good cross in. Into Delict, unfortunately gets deflected out, but Embremo is back on it. Over to Bruno. Bruno, Cunha. Oh, to Lenny Yoro. What's Yoro doing up here? He never did track back during the corner, unfortunately, but that's okay. He did get the ball back for us. Ahmad to Bruno Fernandes. Dispossessed. How did you let that happen, Bruno? You're better than that. You keep up that nonsense, you'll be hitting the pine pony here real quick in this matchup. Oh, here comes Sesko. And a goal for United. Wonderful. Benjamin Sesko on the board early. His 7th goal of the season. 12th appearance, 7 goals, 1-0 for United. Let's go. Absolute class finish. He literally ran up to Pickford and deked him. Pickford thought he was going to go to the right. He swung it with his right foot to the left. Make it get past Branthwaite. Beautiful, beautiful play by Benjamin Sesko and Manchester United to go ahead 1-0. Let's go. 11th minute, United are ahead. That's exactly what we need to see. Grealish. Screw you, Grealish. Iganagay. Come on, boys. We need to play tighter defense. What are you doing? Nice defense by Bruno right there, right as I call for it. Brian Embremo. Looking for a over-the-top ball, and it is a handball on Benjamin Sesko. Come on, kid. You got to pay attention. Tarkowski for the free kick, going for Barry. It is knocked away by Bruno, but Everton do get back on it. There's Jimmy Garner, the former United Academy graduate, which I do believe he is coming to us in the January window. I believe we've already made that happen, but if not, I'm really seriously thinking about doing that as we are trying to be a more Manchester United Academy heavy team. And Bremo does look for Ahmad, who is an Academy graduate, and scores! 2-0, 17th minute, Manchester United ahead. Let's go! What an absolute rocket by Ahmad Diallo. Let's see that again. Absolute beautiful ball to that left side of the goal, and he just absolutely rocked it to that near post. Pickford had zero chance of getting that, and United are up 2-0. Let's go. Are you watching? Are you watching? Are you watching Merseyside? Oh, look, it's the first gaff of a gaffer that United had after Sir Alex left. Sir Alex, why did you leave us to rot with these criminally terrible managers? It's okay, you brought One-Eyed United guy in. I am here to help and make us an amazing team again. Let me hold on to the reins for a while. Nice interception by Branthwaite. Mikolenko being chased down by Sesko, but they are making too quick of passes. Garner up to Dibbling. I am looking at Tyler Dibbling as a possible transfer to United as well. Let me know what you guys think about that. Brian Abramo. Oh, unlucky pass. Intercepted by Milenko. Alcaraz going up. He is heavily defended by Manu and Bruno both. He's getting double teamed. Manu closing him up. Still able to make the pass though. Alcaraz to Dibbling. It looks like it is an offside penalty by Everton, and United will get the ball on a free kick. 25 minutes in, 2-0 still. Delict on the ball, long ball up to Benjamin Sesko. It unfortunately goes over him, but there's Brian Abramo. And Bremo on it. And Bremo with the shot. Oh, beautiful save by Jordan Pickford. Unlucky for Bremo, but we are in line now for a corner kick. And I have actually gotten this team to be a little bit better at corners than the real life United is, because we can't score or defend when it comes to the real life United. So here's Bremo, in-swinger on the left. Oh, unfortunately didn't get the height that he needed, but it is brought down by Kobe Manu. Manu to Yoro. Over to Ahmad. Go back to your spot, Yoro. You need to be in the back. Ahmad into Cunha. Right into the hands of Jordan Pickford for an easy save. United are playing very, very well. We've had 6 shots on target to Everton's 0. So obviously it's showing that we have had a lot more opportunities. We could be a little more clinical, but I will say I'm not too upset as we are in the lead comfortably at 2-0. However, Grealish just got a great through ball. Mazraoui, why weren't you marking him? Terrible pass by Grealish. He must have been thinking he was passing it to, I don't know, maybe De Bruyne. But, dude, you're on the wrong blue side now, pal. Le Mans. Short kick to Mazraoui. Mazraoui turns and passes it up to Bremo. And Bremo. Oh, Benjamin Sesko. One-time pass, and unfortunately, nothing doing. Florian has scored for Liverpool, as you can see, so the Scouser Scums are on the board. Come on, Forrest. And there's Grealish. Tarkowski. Oh, intercepted by Sesko. Oh, why didn't you run with that? That was a stupid play on my part. I should have had him run the ball instead of pass it. He did save it from going out for a throw, but it did go to Everton either way. Jimmy Garner. Come on, Sesko. You need to make up for that bogus pass play. There you go, just like that. Oh, and another errant pass by Benjamin Sesko. Do we need to take you back to the training pitch to make better passing drills? Come on, son. Cunha with an interception. And Bremo. United are being untidy in possession at the moment here. And there is a great defensive play by Bruno, getting the ball to Bremo. Long ball over to Dorgu. Dorgu's been a little quiet this first half. Ahmad. Over to Kobe Manu. He's our golden boy right now. And there's Bruno! 3-0 for United right at the cut of halftime. 3-0, his 4th goal in 12 appearances. He's got to get his goal tally up, but I am absolutely happy that that happened. Let's go. Wonderful, wonderful goal by Bruno Fernandes. Absolutely happy that that happened. Now we just need to continue with the onslaught in the second half. And if it gets to a point where we're so far ahead that it's a moot point like it already seems to be. We will fast forward to the final score of the match and move on. Patrick Dorgu looking, gets it up to Cunha. Cunha needs to get on it. Goes for the power shot. Rebounded by Sesko. 4-0 by United. And we haven't even hit halftime. I think that is game. The boys are on fire. 8th goal for Benjamin Sesko. His 2nd of the day. That's what I'm talking about. No, we're not going to bring Luke Shaw's rusty old ass on for Ahmad, who's been playing just fine. No, not happening. Absolutely great rebound goal by Benjamin Sesko following his shot by his teammate, and it is halftime. United are sitting comfortably, so I think we will go ahead and go into the second half. We'll play a few minutes of it, see if we can possibly get a hat trick for Sesko, and if that happens, we will move on to our next matchup here. 4-0 for United, 2 by Sesko, 1 by Bruno, 1 by Ahmad. It's looking good for the Reds. James Garner, need to watch him. He's been good for Everton. Unfortunately, he hasn't had the help that he's needed. And there's Mbeumo with an interception. Long ball across the field to Ahmad. Ahmad looking. Cunha back to Ahmad. Great pass. Sesko to Mbeumo. 5-0 for United. That's game, set, and match. We're going to go and simulate to the remainder of the match, to the end. Beautiful goal. Sesko could have gone and been a little selfish, but he actually went and did the team play, made the extra pass to Mbeumo, who absolutely slams it home. And David Moyes' team has so many questions to ask of themselves. Similarly to the end, and it does stay at 5-0, including a missed penalty by Barry for Everton. And United move on and move up the table. Let's see where we are at here. Looks like Spurs won their game as well, so we may still be behind them. But we are in 5th place now. So we are officially in to the Europa League spot as opposed to the Conference League. We have jumped Spurs. Even though we are level on points, we are ahead on goal difference now. So that is absolutely beautiful. We have scored 26 to their 21. 11 goal difference. So now we are 1 point behind City, 2 points behind Chelsea, 3 behind Liverpool, and a whole whopping 5 to Arsenal. So we could possibly make a surprising run in this season for a possible trophy. Let's see what we can do. I'm absolutely in for it. A role update has come for Amad Diallo. He is now going to be a 2+ half winger available for us, which is absolutely brilliant. We've needed him to be that type of player for us. We have a couple emails here. Heaton transfer talks end. He is not going to hemoglobin, or whatever you want to call him. Staff reminder. It looks like we can increase our staff. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. Have a couple 4-star, 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 4-star. Nothing 5-star, 5-star. However, let's go and see what we have for our tactical vision here. It may be behoove us to bring this Sasha Klein, who is a expert wing play coach, 4-star attacking, midfield, defense, 2-star goalkeeping, but that's all right. I'm not too worried about the goalkeeping as such. I think we will go ahead and bump him into our attack. No, you know what? We need defense because we definitely need to be a little bit better at defense. It's always good to have a good defense. So we'll have a 5-star and a 4-star defensive coach. Let's go ahead and see what else we can find, if there's any other coaches that are suitable to requirements here. Another expert, but God, he is mediocre at best in everything. So we're going to skip on Ben Wilkinson. We'll go and leave the staff as such for now. Our next matchup is against Crystal Palace. I think we will go ahead and simulate this match. Look at that. Hang on. Did you see that? Hang on. Let's hit stop on the simulation here. Let's go back a couple slots here. The team of the week. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Manchester United players on the team of the week. That's the kind of stuff we're looking for. Delict, Mazraoui, and Bruno, Manu, Ahmad, and Sesko all in the team of the week. Absolutely beautiful. The other three are Leno, Anderson, and Robson of Fulham, and one Nottingham Forest player, and that being Chris Wood. I am absolutely happy to see that. Let's go ahead and continue on here. We are 1 day away from the match against Crystal Palace. We are going to London to face them. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. Like I said, I think we're going to go and do a quick simulation here, see what happens with the team. Come on, do we hold off for a win? And we make a narrow 1-0 victory happen. Benjamin Sesko getting on the board once again. And United are still moving up the table, it looks like. We might even be in 4th position. Let's go and look at the standings here. We are, in fact, in the 4th spot of the Premier League table going into the last game, or the last month of the first half of the season, going into December. United are in 4th. We are in the running for the Champions League spots. Look at this. 1 point behind City, 3 points behind Liverpool, and 5 behind Arsenal. So those two teams are definitely giving us a run to chase after. But you know what? If we can make it into the Champions League spots by the end of this season, I will absolutely be happy. We've got a message from Delo, probably asking you, why the hell am I not playing? You know why you're not playing, Delo? Because you're fucking garbage. That's why. You're out of order. You can calm your fucking ass down. You'll be leaving anyways. So calm your tits, okay? Roll update for Manu. Let's go ahead and do that right quick so we don't miss it. And again, he is now a +2 in the box-to-box rating category, which is absolutely perfect for him. We got a new email from Albert Wyatt. Is he fat Albert Wyatt? Hey, I wonder. Let's go ahead and move on here. We have our next fixture against West Ham in 3 days. We'll go ahead and move up to that. Wow, would you look at that? The team that knocked us out, Grimsby Town, did get knocked out. Let's go back to it here. They were knocked out of the FA Cup by Cardiff. 6-5 in a high-scoring affair. Well played to Grimsby. You guys absolutely deserved to make it as far as you did because you stomped our asses in the mud. So congratulations on the surprise run that you guys had. My condolences for your loss. Well done to Cardiff. Who are these teams? Piast, Gliwick? You know what? Just to make a point, because financially we're fine, I'm going to make it a point to Tom Heaton that he needs to leave. So, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell them, you don't need to pay me $310,000. You don't even got to pay me $10,000. You can pay me €1 and a 15 sell-on clause if you sell him. Yeah! I will absolutely take that. See you later, Tom Heaton. You're going for a buck. I don't know why I did a chicken voice right there, so I hope that gave you a chuckle. Now, once again, here we go. I think we'll go ahead and do the highlights of this matchup to see what we can do. So I'm actually going to do one quick change, however. I think I'm going to go ahead and give Bruno Fernandes a well-deserved break. We're going to have Ugarte and Manu on in midfield with Delict. Assuming our captain's role, we're going to have Euro on the bench for Lisandro Martinez. But I am going to actually swap him and Delict sidewise. Le Mans, we're going to have you stay in goal, Mazraoui. Should we be nice and give Dallo a match after that outburst he gave us? Hell no. I would much rather play Luke Shaw. So I'm going to give Luke Shaw a game. Dorgu will be on the bench, as will Bruno and Euro. You know what? I'm actually going to do something a little different as well here. I'm actually going to bring in Cheeto Obi, and I'm going to have him paired up with Cunha. And I think that's the lineup we're going to go with. Actually, let me do one other thing here. I will go ahead and give Mason Mount an opportunity. He can be on the bench in place of Aiden Heaven. That's what we will go and do for this matchup here. Let's go into the highlighted match here. Let's see what we can get. There I am. Look at that handsome devil. Mwah! And when I say devil, I mean Manchester United Red Devil. All right, here we go. Kickoff is at hand. See what United can do against West Ham. First thing is a crossing opportunity for West Ham. See if we can stop them in their tracks here. Paqueta looking for a cross, but he is defended hard by Mbuemo. And Mbuemo intercepts. We are on the counter of Chido-Obi. Looking for a long ball pass. Unfortunately gets dispossessed as he was trying to get it to Cunha. Long cross going towards Chido-Obi. Intercepted. Ugarte, unfortunately, could not get his head on it, and it is in the hands of West Ham. Now, 34th minute, still 0-0 between the two teams. Ugarte with the slide tackle, almost had a foul there. If he had connected on that tackle, that would have been absolutely devastating for the team. Intercepted by United. Saving a shot. West Ham corner, or excuse me, counterattack. 38th minute, still 0-0. Uh-oh, Bowen on a run. Here comes Lisandro. Lisandro, we all know it, is a stickler for a tackle, and there he goes, counterattack. And Mbuemo up to Chido-Obi. A young striker going forward. Looking for a pass. He does find Ugarte. Ugarte going for Cunha. Cunha around the defense, takes the shot, and is unfortunately knocked off the ball before he could take that shot. And it is now a penalty for West Ham just before halftime. Can Le Mans make the save? I sure hope so. Oh, it dove to the right direction, but unfortunately I went low, he went high. Great goal by the West Ham penalty taker. Now it is our opportunity for a penalty kick. Brian Mbuemo. Is Mbuemo our best penalty taker? It looks like he is. Okay. Hey, actually make this one like you didn't against Grimsby. All right? Thanks, pal. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on. That's it. And Mbuemo's never taking another penalty again. If United lose to West Ham because you suck at a penalty, and Mbuemo, you're going to be on the chopping block, pal. Okay, maybe not necessarily on the chopping block, but you'll definitely be getting benched. Offside. Crossing opportunity in the 80th minute for West Ham. United have to have something happen now. If we're going to retain our 4th place. Standing, oh my God, no! You've got to be kidding me. Just gotten knocked down a peg by West Ham of all people. Damn, you have got to be kidding me. This is why you play the whole match and not just the highlights. One-eyed United guy, you dumb, dirty, rotten scoundrel. And we get dispossessed again. United are on the counterattack now in the 85th minute. Ahmad. Oh my God. Fucking terrible passing. We absolutely deserve to lose that matchup. West Ham 2, United 0 at home. Diabolical, terrible matchup for the Reds, which looks like it has knocked us down into 5th place. Well, maybe not. We are in 6th place. 6th place from 4th, going into the transfer window. Come on, Harry. I rely on you when I need you, dude. You're still part of the squad. For now. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot believe that we got knocked into 6th place from one game. Absolutely dreadful. We now have a team that has been a kryptonite for United for many years, dating all the way back to the fucking Ole era. So, I don't think we're going to simulate this one. I think we're going to go ahead and try and go all in on West Ham to try to win. And we're going to rock those gorgeous black and gold kits. Let's go ahead and get in this. We're going to go with our usual lineup. Oh my God, we're in space! Ah! Whoa! There's the Molineux, home of Wolverhampton Wanderers. Let's go. Looks like their nearest stadium right there is Aston Villa. It's interesting. I did not know this. All right, come on, United. We have to get back in the running for that Champions League spot. We were doing so well. Bellegarde. Bruno tracking him heavy. Go for a slide tackle. Does dispossess him for a slight moment, but they do get back on the ball. This time, intercepted by Mbeumo, still taken back by Wolves. Bruno with a great stealing. Over to Bruno. Long on the right to Mbeumo. We got 2 against the keeper. Mbeumo to Sesko. Unfortunately, it is saved by former Academy graduate Sam Johnston. And as you can see, I am definitely seething after the last couple of matches by United. So we need to do better. And there's a header by De Ligt, unfortunately just wide. Sam Johnstone on the goal kick. Long ball downfield. And Dorgu pressing the defensive. Cunha is here facing his former team, as they were saying. There's a shot saved by Le Mans. Ahmad coming in for it. Ahmad to Cunha. Cunha over to Mazraoui. Mazraoui for Sesko. Sesko to Cunha against his former team, and he scores! Oh, and look at the gesture to his former team. What? I can't hear you. What? Are you mad? What an absolute rocket of a shot by Matheus Cunha. One former Wolf and one former United at that one-on-one, and the former Wolf, current United player, Matheus Cunha, wins out. Hwang Chan being defended by Mbeumo and Mazraoui, still making a run though. Mazraoui, great stop, out of bounds for a throw. And Mazraoui intercepts it again. Cross ball all the way to Ahmad. That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of play I like to do. Woo! Oh, I thought we were going to juke it right there. But it is dispossessed by De Ligt. Back to Ahmad. Ahmad, he has Dorgu. Dorgu going for a pass into Cunha again. No, Mbeumo, excuse me. 2-0 for United in the 14th minute. That's what I'm talking about. Brian Mbeumo making Wolves pay. Beautiful. Again, M-U-M-U-F, M-U-F-C, again. Beautiful goal by United. Brian Mbeumo, 2-0 here at the Molineux. Could we finally be turning our duck against Wolves over the last couple of years around? Bruno Fernandes with a great steal. Counter-attacking ball to Cunha. Oh, and he does get taken down by Agbadou, but it is only a throw, not a foul. Cunha to Menu. Menu needing to do something. Over to Cunha. Unfortunately, is dispossessed by Bueno, and that interception was Bueno. Into Sesko. Nice save by Big Sam Johnstone. Bruno swinging it in over to Sesko, who did not get up. Why did you not jump for that ball, Sesko? You have a vertical leap that can absolutely go over Sam Johnstone. You should have jumped for that. Ahmad doing one thing I'm not a fan of doing, which is passing backwards, but sometimes it's got to be done. Here is Nusser Mazraoui. Over to Sesko. Sesko turning, passing to Bruno, or to Cunha, excuse me. Back to Sesko, and it is deflected out of bounds for a corner by Wolves. I'm going to do a run to the far post here. Into Sesko. No, unfortunately, nothing doing. Still 2-0, but we are making Wolves work for every blade of grass. And then I go and do that. Manu seems to be a little out of his element today, so he may be getting subbed off at halftime. Delict going after Arias. Oh no, he took him down in the box. Was it in the box? Is it a penalty? It is a yellow card, but is it a penalty? I think he was out of the box. Oh, he was just outside the box. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was far too close for United. Delict, you got off lucky, son. With that happening, I may be having to bring in Harry Maguire. Here's Ahmad. He's going for it. Ahmad working his magic, and he shoots, and it goes wide, saved by Sam Johnstone. And Bremo curls it in towards Delict. Nothing doing. Manu getting back on it. Gets to Bremo. To Dorgu. Mazraoui. Ahmad turns, passes it up to Cunha. Cunha being defended tightly, as he has already scored once. Oh, dispossessed is Ahmad. Oh, great defensive play by Bruno Fernandes. Over to Embuemo. Embuemo passing it back to Mazraoui. To Manu. Manu trying to make something happen. He makes a pass over to Ahmad. Ahmad to Manu, intercepted, and it is out for a United throw. Oh, it gets to Manu. Kobe Manu! Just wide again. Kobe, you've got to be making those shots, my man. You've got to be making those shots. Come on, kid. Deep for Wolves. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. We'll call him Arok. Arocarde? Cardair? I don't know. Either way, he is dispossessed by United, but it is called a foul. How was that a foul when it was all ball? Come on. And the wall jumps. It's a deke, and it's knocked away by the United wall. Le Mans up to Dorgu. Dorgu fighting Manu. Manu over to Ahmad. There you go on the left. We're making some progress now. Ahmad Diallo. Unfortunately, nothing doing there. But we are making forward balls, which is exactly what we need to be doing against a team like Wolves. We need to be on their end of the pitch more than on ours. So I'm not upset too bad. Yoro, long ball over to Embuemo. Embuemo. Long ball to Bruno Fernandes. Over to Cunha. Can Cunha strike again against the forward team? No, he passes it to Sesko, who passes it past the post. Terrible shot by Sesko. He should have gone for placement, not for power. Oh, just about a halftime. Wolves are still in this, even though they are down by 2 goals, because I have been making terrible, terrible mistakes with our shots. We've got to become cleaner. I do believe we're going to make a couple changes at halftime once we get to that point, which should be any moment now. Intercepted by United, and that is the halftime whistle. So not the greatest of first halves, but not terrible either. United are up 2-0, but we have a couple players that are just not quite playing up to where I need them to be. So we're going to make a couple changes. Unfortunately, Colby Mainu will be getting substituted off. We will be bringing Casemiro on. Delix, who is on a yellow, I'm going to take him out. Bring in Lissandro and bring in Maguire for Lenny Yoro. Now, one kind of interesting deal that I might be trying here. It could either be a genius play or it could be the death of us. I'm going to bring in Luke Shaw in place of Dorgu. So, with that being said, we will end up having a couple substitutions still available in the second half. We will have Ugarte, Haven, and Obi available. But we're going to go ahead and go with this at the moment. Let's see what we can do in this second half. I just said that. And here's Mazraoui to Bruno. Over to Cunha. Cunha to Casemiro. To Ahmad. Unfortunately, he's dispossessed just before he can make a passing play to Shot. But United are back on it. Ahmad back on it again. Curls it into the box. Towards Sesko. Unfortunately, nothing doing. But we do get the ball back. Luke Shaw. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. To Sesko. Sesko turns and fires. Unfortunately, he is knocked down in the box. I thought that was a call for a penalty, but it was not. Great defense by the Wolves defender. And look, here's a guy named Wolf playing for Wolves. Can that be a little more on the nose, EA? I don't know. Le Mans over to Bremo, and he is knocked backwards, and it is a foul on United. You're kidding me, right? Interception. Come on, let's go, boys. And Bremo. Outside trapping, boys. Come on. And a defensive play by Mazraoui. Passes it up to Embremo. Over to Casemiro. Upwards towards Sesko, who lost it upfield to Cunha, who's wide open, but he has too heavy of a touch. Oh, I thought that was going to be a certain goal for United. Oh, boy. Chan coming after that left side, but Mazraoui with an absolutely beautiful save. As a player who has been a right back and a right winger, and I absolutely love playing defense, I loved that by Mazraoui. And there's Cunha! 62nd minute, United still up 2-0. Questions are still being asked of them. And Wolves is definitely in for it. Unfortunately, that did not go off, but it looked like it was going to be a absolute worldie by Sesko, but it did get knocked out by the keeper, and by the time it reached Embuemo, he was offside, unfortunately. He had not tracked back yet. Got to be a little bit better with that. Oh, and here's Sesko again, and it is out. I think we're going to go ahead and make a substitution. Sesko's looking a little bit off his game, so we're going to bring him in. And we are also going to bring in Aiden Heaven. Oh, unfortunately, we cannot. So we have used all our substitutions with that sub of Sesko for Cheeto Obi. We now need to see this the rest of the way out. Can we do it? I sure absolutely hope we can. You know, I'm doing some thinking here. We could use somebody who has experience up front. I know that we've talked about possibly Harry Kane. I know we've talked about some other players. What about somebody who did not get a fair shake at United, and we bring Wilfried Zaha back to Manchester United? What do y'all think about that? Let me know. I am going to shortlist him after this match and see if we can bring him to the club in the January transfer window. I think that might be a masterstroke, can you say? Because obviously David Moyes didn't know a damn thing to do with him other than let him sleep with his daughter. But you know what? Hey, as long as he was scoring goals, who cares, right? Of course, that was all rumor, but, you know, 90% of the time, rumors are true. And here's Mbeumo. Mbeumo, what's on? Power shot, and he scores! It is 3-0 for United, and that should be the game with only 15 minutes left in this hard-fought battle between two pretty equal-seeming sides today. I think with that, we will go ahead and simulate to the final, and we have held on to win 3-0 at the Molineux. We have finally broken the curse of the Molineux. Now we are back up into 5th place. We have a role update for Matthias de Ligt. Let's go ahead and add that to him. He now has a +2 in the defender role. And as I was stating, we are going to add an individual to our transfer list. And that is one Wilfried Zaha. Yes, he is 33, but he could be a interesting turn of events. He is in the MLS for Charlotte. Oh, he's on loan at Charlotte. We can't even get him at the moment. Oh, dang it. That might have been our nail in the coffin on that. However, as we have looked at the short list here a few times, let me go ahead and go through what moves we have made. We do have Ruben Butt coming in. We also have Carlos Baleba coming in, Dean Henderson coming in to be our number 1, and Giorgio Scalvini will be coming in as a another option in the center back pairing. I do believe that he is actually in a swap deal with Luke Shaw. Yes, it looks like Dean Henderson is a swap deal for Altay Bayindir, which is an absolute masterstroke. Carlos Baleba will be included in a swap deal for Mason Mount. And Ruben Butt is a straight transfer, which, you know, we're bringing one of our own home. One of our legendary class of 92 sons, the son of Nicky Butt, Ruben Butt, will be coming in. I'm absolutely thrilled with that idea. So, now with that being said, let's see, I think we got 2 matches until the transfer window. I think we are going to go ahead, and actually simulate to our secondary match against Wolves for the month. Yep, let's go and simulate here. First off is Bournemouth. Wait a second here, before we do that. Did I see that we got an international offer? Oh, it was from Poland. I don't want to go to Poland. I have no desire to take it. I don't know what is going on here. Hang on. I may have accidentally taken the job for it. Yeah, I'm going to reject. That's what I was meaning to hit. I'm glad I double checked that. We don't want to go to Poland. I don't like Poles. Poles hurt when you run into them. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Tom Heaton did not go to that team that I sold him for $1 for. What an absolute beanhead. Why would you not go when a team is legitimately selling you for nothing? That is absolutely dreadful. You know what? I will definitely think about putting Casemiro in. Let's go ahead and go and put Casemiro in the match here alongside Bruno. And that will be our starting lineup. We'll go ahead and quick sim it. Let's see what happens against Bournemouth. And United pull off a beautiful 3-0 victory. And it looks like Chelsea and Arsenal won as well. So where does that leave United? We are still in 5th position. So we are in the European Europa League places. But we were sitting there in the Champions League places. We need to get back to that point. Message from Casemiro Pro saying, "Hey, thanks for playing me." You're welcome. Now go back to the Pie and Pony. Let's see what we got here. It is December 20th. We are on the week of Christmas. We have a couple scout reports, a couple of contracts expiring. Let's see if a couple of these guys will want to talk turkey. Tommy Heaton, I'm not talking to, but last year you're leaving. Maguire, you don't want to talk? I'll sell your ass, dude. Casemiro, you don't either? Well, you know what? I guess you guys are going to end up getting put into a offer for a transfer, and you will be forced out of the club if you do not want to sign a new contract when I'm offering it to you. Aston Villa versus United, and Aston Villa beat us in the 77th minute to a goal by Tyrone Mings. Oh my, what does that do to our standing in the league now? If we're back at 6, I'm going to be so mad. United are in 5th, going up against Newcastle right before the final deadline day week. We have to win this. We absolutely have to. 16 goal involvements, 16 matches, 11 goals, 5 assists for Benjamin Sesko. You know what? That's a great thing to be seeing for our striker who we paid a boatload of money for. All right, so we got one last match here. See if we have anything that we have to take care of. Nothing important. Match day squad is looking as usual. Cunha, Sesko, and Bruno, Manu, Ahmad, Dorgu, Delict, Yoro, and Mazraoui. Let's go ahead and simulate here. I'm not going to look. Do we win? And it is a 1-1 draw. Does that knock us out of the Europa League place? It absolutely does not. So we are now one game away from the transfer window. Boy, oh boy. I want more from you, so you need to work harder. Oh wait, I'm gonna sell him anyways. Don't tell him. All right, are Wolves going to try to upset us like we did at their home, the Molineux, just a couple weeks back? Or are they going to roll over and die as they are sitting in 20th in the league? They are absolutely being relegated here if they do not get their act together. We are sitting in 5th position, and we are 2 points behind Chelsea, who play Bournemouth. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Come on, please be the result that we need. Be a result that we need. And it is a 2-2 draw. Strand Larson gets a goal in the 80th minute, right at the death of the game, to bring Wolves level. That is not what we wanted to see. And we are now one day away from the winter transfer window. So again, let us go ahead and look at what we have for our short list of players that we would like to bring in. You have seen already who we are bringing in. Let's go ahead and run up from bottom up. Butt is coming to us. Odebeko, former Academy. Ekman, good young talent. Charlie McNeil, another former Academy graduate that I think I want to bring in to pair with Cheeto Obi in the future. Castledine is a guy that I like playing with, but he's not former Academy, so he's not necessarily somebody I want to bring in for sure. Bishop, former Academy. Dodgson is former Academy. Van Axel Dongen is a very good young talent, but unfortunately, he is on loan until the end of the season, so we won't be able to make any moves for him until the summer window. Amari Forson, another former Academy graduate, as is Short Tire. And Charlie Savage, Zidane Ekbal, Vata. What is going on here? My screen is going all blippy. I do apologize, guys. Pafundi, Bernard, Laird. I definitely want to look into bringing Ethan Laird into the fold. He is a great, young, talented right back who can also play on the left side as well. Spilers, Rigg, Brandon Williams, former United Academy. I'm very, very highly looking at bringing him in to hopefully see if I can get him into the form that he was touted for before he had to sit out for a year. Karmoka Dembele, Will Fish, former Academy. Sabe, a guy that I always tend to sign on career modes, and he always does a lot of stuff for us. Adam Armstrong, I definitely think I'm going to make moves for him. Let me know what you guys think, who you want to bring in. Ted Mengi, Kamwala, Dunn, Prestiani, Twanzebe, Navarro, McAtee, Fresneda, Bellingham, Job Bellingham, Hannibal, Suzuki, Gruda, Sessignon, Ramazani, Reina, Kovar, DaCosta, Zaha, Tarega, Marmal, Asprilla, Edingra, Jimmy Garner, James Trafford, Carmona, Weimer, Emil Smith-Rowe. A couple of you guys in the comments have stated that you might be looking at wanting to bring Smith-Rowe in. Let me know who you would want to bring in for him to replace as far as a swap, or if we want to do a straight-up deal. Rudder, Garnacho, of course, is an Academy graduate, a guy that has a lot to offer, but he just did not get on with Ruben Amorim. But I kind of want to bring him back. Let me know what y'all think. Mastuono, Kenya, Scalvini is already coming to us. Guilherme Restes, I might want to bring in as our backup keeper in lieu of Le Mans. Jamie Gittins is somebody that I like, not necessarily needing to get in. Paul Pogba, should we give him one more opportunity at United? One more? I don't know. It's up to you guys. Antonio Silva, Moriba, both Milinkovic-Savic brothers. Memphis, De Kuyper. I really, really, really want to bring De Kuyper in, but I also really want to bring Alvaro in. Which one of these two would you prefer? Would you prefer De Kuyper, somebody that is a little bit more experienced and has been proven in a pretty decent league and European leagues, or Alvaro, who is an Academy graduate? Or should we swing both? Let me know. Diamande, Skriniar, Elanga, another United Academy graduate that I not necessarily needed to bring in, but I very, very well might, just because we need somebody on that right side to back up Mbeumo, especially if he gets hurt. Arda Güler, another great young talent. Fikayo Tomori, I have been really thinking about bringing him in as another English center back. Obviously, you can see that Harry Maguire does not want to talk Turkey with us and sign a new contract. Should we sell him to Milan in lieu of Fikayo Tomori? Quite possibly. Baleba's already coming to us. Henderson, Mason Greenwood. I know it's controversial, but I think it might be time to bring him in. But once again, Savage, Watkins, Xavi Simons, Scott McTominay. Do we bring him in? Do we bring Scotty McSauce back? Do we bring De Gea back? Do we bring Cole Palmer in? He is a Manchester boy. Cole Palmer, Joshua Kimmich, Jude Bellingham. I'm going to put one more name on here before we end this match or this stream. And that will be the one and only England's #1 all-time scorer, Harry Kane. Do we bring in the 32-year-old to help us get over the hump, back into Europe, back on top? Let me know what you guys think. We're going to go end the stream here, and when we come back to the next episode, we will be in the the winter transfer window, rather, and we can make some moves happen. So, with that being said, guys, this is the One-Eyed United guy, keeping United United, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of FIFA FC 26 Career Mode with Manchester United. Take care, guys. Later.